No, it's not actually. It's a scummy manipulation tactic, but it is not rape.
Let's use an analogy since you used one. You and I have been dating for a really long time and we decide that we want to go to dinner. We both get 2 sets of plates and you decide that you want some of my food. I don't feel like giving you any of my food. I don't really think I need to have a reason. I'm just not in the mood to give you any of my food. You keep asking and asking and asking and I keep telling you no. In between you asking me, you keep saying things like, oh come on, I've been hungry all day. Why won't you give me any of your food? It's not fair. My significant other, don't you want to share your food with me? You then proceed to sulk for the rest of the date, and then when we get home, you continue. Well, what am I supposed to do now? Now I'm all hungry, and you didn't even help me. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a form of manipulation and guilt tripping that falls under the category of statutory rape. Did you catch that? Manipulation is one of the tactics often used in order to sexually assault or rape people, specifically women. With that analogy that I just gave you, were you ever under the impression that I ever actually wanted to give you my food? No. But you put me between a rock and a hard place that made me feel like a bad significant other if I didn't do what you wanted. For a lot of women, that's actually getting off easy because a lot of the times they'll threaten to end the relationship, threaten bodily harm, or break shit. And then at the end of it, when I finally do give you my food because I feel bad, you say, see, I knew you wanted to give me your food all along. Excuse you? Because that's often what happens whenever it comes to their significant others manipulating them. They make them feel like a bad partner whenever they don't want to give them their food. I don't even like using the phrase no means no anymore because a lot of dudes see that as a challenge. If they can pressure a woman enough or make them feel bad enough until they get a yes, then it's no longer rape. Yeah, buddy, that's not how that fucking works. Because guess what? That consent was never enthusiastic and she didn't actually want to give it to you. You just made her fucking feel bad. The fact at how often this is normalized honestly scares the shit out of me. Say it with me, everybody. The only kind of acceptable consent is enthusiastic consent.
All right. So Trey, you presented the video, Trey. So I guess what was it about that video that made you want to have that as a discussion topic? And then like, what's your thoughts?
Let's go.
Because it goes under the category of how we approach women, how we handle relationships, and what is rape. I know we have it in the men. Men get raped as well.
We can't say the R word.
What do
we gotta say? We gotta say grape.
That don't sound right.
We can't.
I mean, you just said it in the video a couple of times, so
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. But yeah, y'all say y'all grown. What am I look like telling y'all what to do? Shit, my big, y'all are grown. Y'all grown men. Y'all say what y'all want to say. So overall, what's the topic? Good video. What's the topic?
Do y'all agree with this young man's consensus?
Like which part? What you mean? Like what's the question? Like do you agree that like coercing women into being with them? Or like
having sex. Do you believe that guilt tripping a woman into having sex with you or using any type of manipulation to have sex with you is basically rape?
It depends on what it say in the law books. If it say that in the law books, then that's what it is.
Shine. Get your shine on. Get your shine on, shout it.
Yeah. So, hey, I put this on. I put it on everywhere. Booty cheeks, kneecaps, underarms. I got the vanilla right here. Usually, hey, I got the lavender one. It helped me sleep good. Cause I be sleeping like this, and I can smell it off my hands. I'm trying to tell you, feeling good. You better rock with this.
Right.
It's that vanilla. Yeah.
Listen, man, we ain't being ashy no more. Hygiene. Hygiene is important. You need to get your shine. It's hydrating. It's light. It lasts all day. You don't got to use a lot, and it's good from face to foot.
Historically, I don't really use lotion or nothing like that because I'm like in a hybrid, light skin, in between dark skin motherfuckers. Coming back from vacation, I'm a little sunburnt. So I needed something to get my skin back right because I'm feeling like a reptile right now. So I'm gonna get this baby going on when I get home.
Oh, hey look, you gotta shine on, everybody. Hey look, I got like 4 cases. I got a bunch of cases. And I got the big jar too. That's old school. Y'all don't even know about that. He don't even got those no more. But look, I'm telling y'all, this shine is amazing. Help with eczema, clear your skin up, all of that great stuff. So you don't want to miss out on this shine, man. Make sure y'all go get y'all a bottle of this.
All natural ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yep. Where they can find it?
So you can find this at shinecareproducts.com. Let them know that we sent you. Use the code FMF20, get you a discount.
Got to.
No, but if it's the law, then you could go to jail for that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the law is around that. Now, go ahead, Trey.
I disagree with the being law because law is inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? They're continuously, that's what all these amendments and changes to this Constitution is about, is the law is inaccurate. So I can't just say that, based on this written documentation, especially, I'm gonna push a nerve right here, especially one that's formed by men talking about women.
Was that a man? Was that supposed to be a man? Was that a boy?
I guess so.
Yeah, I like how Tracy guess so. Yes and no.
I would say this. Like I said, I can't go based by the letter of the law. I can't go by that. But do I agree with the sentiment of men constantly trying to coerce a woman to do something that they already told you they don't want to do? That's totally wrong. That's like, there's plenty of women out here you don't got to coerce to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? So to try to guilt trip somebody, to try to manipulate somebody, or any of those type of things to get what you want is not right. Now, I can't, like I said, I can't speak on the letter of the law when it comes to what he was talking about. But what I'm talking about is like you say, the tactics that men use, and I know men use these tactics to get the box. It's not right, man. It's not right. And we got to teach our men to have more self-respect for yourself, to not beg and you don't got to use those tactics. Take your L, go on to the next one. And we got to teach our young women to have more self-respect, to not cave into those demands. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fall into that coercion or that peer pressure to feel like you got to do something.
But it's often more than just peer pressure. I mean, it would be completely cool, and I agree. It would be completely cool if a woman could say no, be stern on it, and a guy could take that. But a lot of guys insecure about rejection, especially from a woman. So I know we've seen and been told of, from a woman how in her experience, like a lot of times, like if a guy pressuring her just for her number, she'll give the number or give a wrong number just to get the guy away from her. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we don't know how to take no for an answer. But it's confusing because women also say don't, they want to challenge you. They don't want, don't stop at the first no. Rejection, the first no is the start of a negotiation. So it's like, don't stop at the first no. You ain't even try. So it's like, where's the line of keep going after you say no?
Well, to me, that's an immature woman. Why you just can't say what you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I gotta jump through hurdles just for you when you could have just told me from the jump what it was? So to me, if you do have a woman like that, then that might not be who you want to be dealing with anyway, because you're gonna always be jumping through hurdles or jumping through loops. So that should be a warning to the guy that, like, yo, if I gotta do, if a woman come to me and was like, yo, I know I told you no before, but really I wanted you to talk to me, I'd be like, well, why would you do that? Like, what's up? Like, why would you do that? Like, what's, you know what I'm saying? Like, because now I done moved on. I'm on to the next person now. And now that you're telling me that, it look like you playing games now. So I don't even really want to deal with you like that anyway now. So I get what you're saying, Trey, because it is some women out there, but I think grown women and mature women won't maneuver like that. Where they, you know what I'm saying? They won't have you. They won't tell you no when they really mean yes. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. What's your take, Abe?
Like I said earlier, it's a no and a yes. It depends on like this. Did I say it right? Corrosion. That's corrosion. That's like on the battery. What do you say?
Coercion.
Yeah. Coercion. Yeah. I'm a C student, y'all, for real. So it's a yes or no, because it comes to a point where why most of the time we may have to get the job that we want to get to, or the reason why we get the haircut that we want to, or the lines that we practice maybe in a mirror, or try to figure out what to say to a woman and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff is not just you. It may become into a point where it's like you're trying different tactics to get to the box. And then some people name it as maybe a trickster, and some people nowadays they call it as game or whatever it is. So how you get to a point where you did all that and you still got the box and all that, you can still be labeled as, oh, he said whatever he could to try to, get what he wanted. I think all men do that. Not to the extent where it's like so bad we going to great. Not saying that, and we ain't all doing that. Not to that extent. But I think all men use some type of talk or some type of movement just to get to what a girl wants. I mean, I think that's what all men do.
I agree with that.
That's my opinion.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So I mean, so how do we get to a point where it's a fine line, like what Trace is, a fine line where you're just doing it just to get it, or I have to do this stuff to get some? It's like, what I mean, how can we decipher between the two sometimes,
I also I think guys shouldn't think that just because they put forth effort or an attempt at getting at a woman, that they should expect her in return to do as he pleases. Because take the bar scene, for example. A guy buys a woman a drink, maybe a few. He expects to take her home that night, or, something, some type of reciprocity. I mean, she could have been polite. She could have said, thank you, I appreciate it, and everything. But because she didn't say, I'm going to give you my number, or we can go slide to your crib, or whatever, that he gets insulted. I've seen it, man. The guy starts yelling, demanding her to pay him back.
Yep.
I'd have seen it, man. I'd have seen it and heard of it too many times, and it's like, yo. And for us, like as an onlooker, as a guy, initially you want to be able to just jump in and be like, yo, bro, chill. That ain't the right way. You know what I'm saying? That's the protector in you. Even if it ain't your woman, you still want to protect our women. You know what I'm saying? You still want to protect women, and try to teach this brother some patience and some understanding. But at the same time, if he already this emotional, ain't no telling what he got in the car, and no telling what could happen next. And we go back to that conversation about brotherhood and discernment that we had with Brother Wesley. It was just like, man, what's the solution? Because for the women, it just seems like give in. The easiest way out is to give him what he wants.
I definitely heard that before. And that's the part of with me having a daughter is just, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like, yo, like that's the part I be worried about. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
also, the only thing I could try to tell her to do is try her best to stay out of compromising situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you really feeling the guy, maybe that's the only time you take the drink. Otherwise, you politely decline. But if you decline, they can feel a type of way. Like, we in a very sensitive society. You know what I'm saying?
Very
And
sensitive.
so, the best thing I felt like for I can't even speak for women. With us as guys, how I operate, I only do things out of genuineness. I only do things because that's what I want to do. If I was to buy a woman a drink, it's because I want to buy you a drink. Yes, I would hope that let me get to know you a little bit more. But if not, okay, hey, I did what I wanted to do. You know what I'm
I
Right.
don't
saying?
think
Like,
you
stop.
Paul, man. I don't
Stop.
believe that, boss.
Why you say that? So you think I'll feel the type of way she told me no after I bought her a
No, no,
drink?
no. Let me do some. Let me do some fallback. I don't mean 100% like now. You ain't like that now. I believe that it was always in all man's development. There was always a point where they did different stuff just to get it. I don't think now you're mature and now we're mature as men that we don't do that anymore. But I can believe at a time at 18, maybe to 22, your mind was like, I'm gonna do this because I'm trying to get some. I think all dudes did that at one point.
Yo, what's up, FMF Mob? What's good, yo? Hey, I want to thank y'all for all the subscribers that we got. We clicked over 100 subscribers, but we looking, man, we need more support. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button at the bottom. Make sure you like the videos and keep showing us support. Y'all take care.
Sure.
It depends on what you mean by did something. Like, have I drove a long way to get some? Absolutely. In the middle of the night. Yeah.
Dang, how long? Dang.
Shoot, man. I
How
drove
long?
about like an hour before in the middle of the night.
You did not drive an hour.
Oh
Yes,
boy,
I
yeah.
did. I surely did before. I drove about a good hour. But what I would say is, but I think it's more so along the mental manipulation. But it's hard because I do agree with you, G. Like, women do stuff for men, men do stuff for women. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I don't disagree with you. I guess what I'm trying to state is, like, you clarify what your intentions are, and not everybody clarify what their intentions are behind what they're doing. You get
But
what I'm saying?
ain't that part of the game though? Ain't
Yeah.
that part of the what is it? Cat and mouse? Ain't that
Not
part of it?
stating your intentions.
I don't
Is
think you don't have to always state your intentions. I think like you teach with your daughter. You told her like if you accept certain things, you should already know in the back of your mind that he wants something in return without even saying anything. And that's how
But the
most
question,
dudes
but now,
do.
now the question is, what I would teach my daughter is, what are you looking in return? You ask them. You got to
Yeah,
figure out what people's intentions are. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, he wants something, but what is it he want? Some dudes want to be with you. Some dudes want to be in a relationship with you. Some
yeah.
dudes only want to smash you. That's the part you got to decipher, and that's why I'd be like, to get clarity, I'll let you know where I'm coming from. Like, yo, like, hey, I just want to get to know you right now. Like, whatever happened, but I'm not looking for nothing serious.
but
That I'll
most
let you know what my intentions are. You know what I'm saying? If I
that
was
And
like,
how
yo,
many?
yeah.
I really like you, I want to be with you, I want you to be my woman, I
Yeah,
made my intentions clear on what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff comes from like Trey said, lack of communication, people not stating or let people know exactly what they really want. And then also you mix in people being emotional and sensitive.
but when you think about it, I mean that's always the correct way, and that's always the right way for us to to operate. Trey will be back, y'all.
Mhm.
He be to operate, but how many times do you think that that's happened? I know that's not happening a lot. I think that of course, it's a breakdown in the family structure as far as we need to
Yep.
be able to teach our kids that, especially our women and men, not just women, but and men, to be able to be vocal about what you want and to be able to set those boundaries. I mean, it's a wonderful fantasy, and we want that to happen, but we always draw it down to it's how you're brought up, how you're brought up. So we gotta be able to teach our kids that they need to be able to ask the correct questions and ask the right questions. And I clap it up to you because you're actually teaching your daughter to do that. That's the first step, is to be able to do in your household, and you can be able to everybody else to do it. So kudos to you.
Most communication is nonverbal, especially with the fellas. So we see, like, what are some signs that a woman might even show some type of attraction to us? And this gonna go into the lines of the episode of how to approach women. The eye contact or the swooping of the hair, and all of these nonverbal things that are like signals, like come here, come talk to me. And even if they don't give you those signals, if you feel like, dang, she the baddest one in the room, I gotta talk to her. When you go approach her and you have that type of confidence, then it usually signals something to her, like, and she's usually in a group setting. So you picked her out the group, she feels special and all of that stuff. So it's like, that's why I'm like, what is the line? Because I don't want to have to teach women that be on the lookout for a genuine dude. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout for, or is this like, I don't like that guys have used being a gentleman for deception to get the box. They use love and everything. I tell a girl she love her just to make her go harder. I heard it in a song, Finesse 2 times. He said, I only told you that because I pranked you. I wanted you to give me the box. You know what I mean?
And that go back to what I said. You ask what the intentions are, but now your actions got to line up with the intentions that you said. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like a twofold thing. You told me something. Now I'm gonna watch you and see if you operate. Like, if you told me you want to be with me, then your actions should line up in that way. If you say, yo, I just only want to smash, then your actions should line up in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be, if we only said you want to smash, what you getting all emotional and stuff about me for? You said this is what you only want. So it's about figuring out how to, the intention and then the actions and everything behind it, and do they match? Because at the end of the day, you can never really know people's intentions. You only go by what they tell you and what you see. So, I mean, it's an interesting dialogue. And with me having a daughter, these are definitely things, even at the age of 8, I'm talking to her about, and getting her in the realm of asking questions, because it's two things. People can only lie and trick you for so long before the true them comes out. And whether it's through conversation or whether it's through their actions, they're going to show who they really are. So sometimes you just got to be able to wait people out as well, too. So, it's an interesting thing. But I agree with G. We do things to get women. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Women do things to get men. It's just about the genuineness. And the genuineness can be like, yo, I'm just trying to smash. That's being genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, you can only respect somebody from my standpoint if they telling you what they really want. You can only respect it. That don't mean you got to do it, or that don't mean you agree with it, but you respect. Yo, hey, no, I'm not on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, thank you, I appreciate it, but no, I'm not on that type of time. Keep it respectful and just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think about it.
I've definitely gotten that response, and I've been blunt about, my approach. I be honest, I don't have game. I'm just blunt, and I could talk. Disclaimer: all of this is pre-marriage. I'm married now. For anybody that's watching, go ahead, put that out there. You know what I mean?
Oz is married.
I don't want no problem. That woman's strong. I taught her how to box, so I know when it's a play fight or she's serious.
Oh man.
But yeah, all the seriousness. Taking it to the other point that he said, I was agreeing with the young man in the video, the young person in the video, until, like you mentioned, like how it's unless it's enthusiastic consent.
Mhm.
It might be enthusiastic the first time, but in a long-term relationship, somebody ain't always gonna be enthusiastic about,
Exactly.
it ain't always enthusiastic, and personally, me, I'm too passionate to take. I don't like feeling like I'm taking it, and I'm too passionate to. I be blunt. I say I don't want no ass pussy. Don't just Don't just here. Here it is.
Oh,
Don't
what?
don't give me that. So part of me is like I
Man,
want your enthusiasm because I want you. I want your enthusiasm because I want you to want me as much as I want you. Like, sex should be a fun thing. It should be a privilege for both parties, and it should be a party for both parties. I don't like. I don't have duty sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a fun time for
Mm.
me, and
Yeah.
for it to be a fun time, we both need to be having fun. You know what I mean? Now that could cross into another conversation, but I don't fully agree with the consent having to be enthusiastic, but the consent has to be there.
Mhm.
I
And
saw
stop pressuring these women too.
right.
Like
If,
it's too many others out here, yo.
if she done said no 4 or 5 times, bro, leave it alone, bro. Dang, like she
Yeah.
said no,
Why you
bro.
don't want to do it with me, bro?
Right.
Stop it, yo. Keep going, yo. It's plenty. Like, yo, I get you guys. Listen, if you just go, hey, how you doing? I like you. I want to get your number. If you say that to about 20 to 30 women, you gonna get at least one number just off of that. At minimum one. That ain't game. That's just talking and just straight to the point. You get at least one number. Then if you get, let's say you got 30 women and be like, yo, like for real, yo, like I think you fine. I think, I don't really want that serious. I just want to hit the jank. If you add that to about 30 women, you probably get one. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
a numbers game.
Yeah.
It's a number game. If that's how you want to move, if that's how you want to operate, instead of just dwelling on one, play it out. Play it out. Like spread it out and everything, man. So like, there's no reason to be pressuring a woman for no box right now, yo. Like, yo,
Right, man.
cut that out, man. It's too
Cut
many,
that out.
too many fish in the sea, man.
Right.
And
And
that
if
hair
you
pussy
are
is crazy, Trey. Just to let you know,
that,
that hair pussy.
that's crazy.
I
That's
don't want
crazy.
no That ain't, there's no enthusiasm there. I don't want it. You don't want me. You need to be excited about it. This royalty right here. Not everybody can jump on this. So
Hey,
it's a privilege. You know what I'm
hey,
saying? Respect mine.
hey, real quick, because we about to get wrap up this topic, but hey, G, is your video ready? Is your
Yeah,
video?
man. Yeah, we gotta we're gonna skip the health one. We're gonna
Okay.
get another one. We'll get a little
Oh, one
little
more
deeper
one more
time.
point.
Wait, I'm
One
sorry.
more
I'm
point.
sorry.
So when it comes to this, of course, women get sexually assaulted much more higher rate than men. And I saw where it said that is every female is 97% chance of a woman getting sexually assaulted within her lifetime, from childhood to adulthood,
It's crazy.
uh, versus the 3% for men. So men do get sexually assaulted too, and it happens more often than we know because we don't talk about things.
Mhm.
For that to be out there, I mean, just think about that. As much as we talk about protection, as much as we talk about being a good guy and being able to have a community, I mean, we gotta have some type of understanding of why women are in defense, why women are on the lookout, on the prowl. Because you think about kidnapping, that ain't really happening with men. And it's like trafficking, human trafficking is still going up. You know, so guys, you gotta do better. You shouldn't feel like you have to take sex. Um, at that point, you need to be getting more in tune with yourself because when you develop certain characteristics as a man, such as discipline and not being a yes man or a nice guy, then they'll be more willing to give it to you. So you gotta be able to be a man, man. No more sexual assault.
I agree with that. I agree with that.